Fathers, kings lead through healing, complete script. Kings, your children are watching you. Not just what you say, but what you do. Not just when you're happy, but when you're stressed. Not just when things are going well, but when life hits you hard. They're learning how to be a man by watching you be a man. They're learning how to handle pressure, how to treat people, how to love, how to lead, all by watching you. The question that should keep you up at night is this: are you teaching them what you want them to learn? My name is Roby Bolden, and I became a father at 19 with no blueprint, no example, no clue what I was doing. I let my own father wounds show up in my parenting. I made mistakes that still keep me up at night. I had to learn the hard way that hurt people, even when they love them. But here's what changed everything for me, and what I want to share with you today. Realizing that it's not about being perfect, it's about being present. It's not about having all the answers, it's about being willing to grow. It's not about never making mistakes, it's about owning them and doing better. The 23 Kingdom Builders. Principles aren't just for young men. They're for every man who wants to lead his family with strength and love, who wants to break generational cycles, who wants to raise children who are better than he was at their age. These principles, combined with the clean lens approach from my book, will transform not just how you parent, but how you see yourself as a man and a father. Self-love for fathers means understanding that you can't teach your children their worth if you don't know yours. Every time you speak negatively about yourself, they're listening. Every time you accept disrespect or treat yourself poorly, you're showing them that's acceptable. Real masculine strength starts with knowing your value and demanding that others recognize it too. Gratitude means grateful fathers raise grateful children. When you appreciate what you have instead of constantly focusing on what's missing, your children learn to do the same. When you're grateful for the privilege of being their father instead of seeing it as a burden, they feel that energy. Optimistic mindset means your attitude becomes their outlook on life. If you're always negative, always complaining, always seeing problems instead of solutions, that's what they'll learn. But when you face challenges with hope, when you see obstacles as opportunities, when you choose faith over fear, you're teaching them how to navigate life successfully. Integrity means your word is your bond, especially to your family. When you tell your children you're going to do something, do it. When you make promises, keep them. They're learning that a man's word means something by watching whether yours does. Accountability means you own your mistakes and show them how to do the same. When you mess up as a father, and you will, apologize. Show them that real men take responsibility. Show them that strength includes admitting when you're wrong and making it right. Self-control means your children learn emotional regulation by watching yours. Anyone can react in anger, but it takes a king to pause, think, and respond with wisdom. When you control your temper, you're teaching them how to control theirs. Respect means how you treat their mother teaches them how relationships should work. If you're married, they're learning about marriage by watching yours. If you're divorced, they're learning about conflict resolution by watching how you handle co-parenting. If you're single, they're learning about how men should treat women by watching how you treat every woman in your life. Humility means admitting when you're wrong shows strength, not weakness. Your children don't need a perfect father. They need a father who's willing to grow, learn, and change. Forgiveness, especially forgiving yourself for past mistakes, frees you to be better. You cannot parent from a place of guilt and shame and expect healthy results. If you made mistakes when they were younger, if you weren't there when you should have been, if you let your own wounds hurt them, acknowledge it, apologize for it, and then do better moving forward. Patience with their growth process and your own is crucial. They're not trying to make your life difficult, they're trying to figure out how to be human. You're not supposed to have it all figured out, you're supposed to be figuring it out together. Wisdom means learning from your own father's mistakes and successes. What did he do right that you want to repeat? What did he do wrong that you want to change? You get to decide what generational patterns continue and which ones stop with you. Discernment means knowing when to be firm and when to be gentle, when to protect, and when to let them learn from natural consequences, when to step in, and when to step back. Courage means having hard conversations and making difficult decisions. It means talking to your sons about how to treat women with respect. It means talking to your daughters about their worth and what they should demand from the men in their lives. It means addressing issues instead of hoping they'll go away. Purpose means understanding that fatherhood is your highest calling. Everything else you do, your career, your hobbies, your goals, should enhance your ability to be a better father, not compete with it. Leadership means you lead by example, not just by authority. Your children will do what you do long before they do what you say. If you want them to be honest, be honest. If you want them to work hard, work hard. If you want them to treat people with respect, treat people with respect. You are their first example of what a man looks like. Now let's talk about the clean lens approach for fathers. Using the clean lens means seeing your children clearly, not through the filter of your own childhood wounds. First, identify your father wounds. Maybe your father was absent, angry, or emotionally unavailable. Maybe he showed love through providing but not presence. Maybe he passed down his own unhealed trauma through harsh discipline or emotional distance. Maybe he never learned how to be emotionally intelligent, so he couldn't teach you. Healing your father wounds means acknowledging the pain without using it as an excuse. Forgive your father for what he didn't know how to give you, but don't excuse harmful behavior. Decide what kind of father you want to be, regardless of your example. Break the cycles that were passed down to you. Leading through your clean lens means seeing your children's behavior as communication, not defiance. Discipline to teach, not to punish out of anger. Show affection and emotional availability, not just provision. Create emotional safety, not just physical security. Practical clean lens fathering means when they make mistakes, ask what can they learn from this instead of how can I punish them. When you're angry, pause and ask, is this about them or about me? When setting boundaries, explain the why, not just the what. When they need comfort, be present, not just solution-focused. Here's what I wish someone had told me. You can heal your own wounds while raising your children. You don't have to wait until you're healed to be a good father. Healing your relationship with masculinity means understanding that real men feel their feelings and teach their children to do the same. Strength includes vulnerability, not just toughness. Providing emotionally is just as important as providing financially. Your children need your heart, not just your hard work. Healing your relationship with your children means with your sons, show them healthy masculinity through your example. With your daughters, show them how they deserve to be treated by how you treat their mother and them. With all your children, be the father you needed when you were their age. The father-wound healing process involves grieving what you didn't receive from your own father, forgiving him for his limitations without excusing harmful behavior, deciding consciously what kind of father you want to be, and getting help when you need it through therapy, mentorship, or community. Creating new family patterns means replacing criticism with encouragement, replacing emotional distance with emotional availability, replacing fear-based discipline with love-based boundaries. Here's the ripple effect of your healing as a father. Your sons learn how to be men by watching you be a man. Your daughters learn how they deserve to be treated by watching how you treat the women in your life. Your healing gives them permission to feel their feelings and work through their problems. Your growth shows them that change is always possible, that real men are always learning, always growing, always becoming better. Every day at noon, I'm going to be here with content specifically for fathers. We're going deeper into these principles. We're talking about real situations with real solutions. We're building kings who know how to lead their families with strength and love. This isn't just about being a better father. It's about becoming the man your children need you to be. I'm launching a 12-month mentorship program where we go deeper into all of this, where you get personal guidance, where you join a brotherhood of fathers who are serious about transformation. But right now, your transformation starts with a decision. Subscribe to this channel. Show up every day at noon. Apply what you learn. Comment below and tell me what's one thing you want your children to learn from watching you. Your example could inspire another father to step up. Your children are watching, King. Make it count. Let's build kings who raise kings and queens. Your legacy starts with your next decision.